Oh, I've been crying. I've been crying because right now so many streams of impressions and thoughts are coming to me and memories. I found a couple of beautiful video recordings from my mom the other day that brought back a lot of memories. And I'm going to try and combine all of these thoughts into a post. The videos were the few very rare, real happy moments of my mom expressing her soul. But for most of her life, she suppressed all of her pain. What she didn't suppress, she bypassed with her Christian belief. But the fruit of all of that, in the end, was manifesting as cancers consuming her body. And in hindsight, as I break down all of these shadows, all of these things, I was not aware that my mom suffered so much in her human life, even especially after being a Christian, after, Christian conversion and having Jesus in her life. Because she concealed her pain really, really well. And it's only now, after her passing 8 years ago in 2016, that I'm finding her journals, and I can't even read the journals because there is so much pain in what she has disclosed there. And I see the dichotomy again and again in people that lean heavily on Jesus, and yet their soul is not healed. My mom being a prime example. Like, these journal entries are from her life as a Christian. And it's suffering, suffering, suffering of soul. And not only do I see it in my mom, but that's the tangible evidence that presented itself. I also see it in my soul counterpart. Same thing. On the surface, beautiful relationship with Jesus, but at a soul level is suffering and suffering and suffering. And it shows itself in the body. If anything, we might lie to ourselves, we might lie to our own mind and psyche, but in the end, our body is going to reveal the truth of what is really happening on the inside of us. And with all of this evidence, in comes this question, somebody asked me, what do you think about the proposition that Jesus might actually be the Antichrist? And with all of that, what I have just shared, and all of this insight that I have into the suffering of human Christian souls that they themselves are unaware to, I have to agree with the idea that Jesus is in fact the Antichrist. Because Anti means to obstruct, to oppose, to block. And Jesus, because of the Christian theology that is widespread in our psyche, in our subconscious programming, Jesus as the only Son of God, Jesus as the only Christ, is obstructing our pathway to the throne of our own soul, to the ascension to our own Christedness. And that is why our souls are languishing and suffering, and why our bodies succumb to disease. We don't have a free path to ascend the throne of our Christedness, of our divinity, because the placeholder of Jesus Christ as the only Son of God is truly blocking the path. And that makes Jesus, the Jesus of the Christian theology, Antichrist. Because the Christ, your soul as the Christ, is what will give you vitality of life, abundance of life. Jesus, when he walked the earth, tried to teach this, but this truth got so severely repressed, suppressed, and persecuted. And that's why the freeing of our soul has been so delayed for so long. But we're waking up now. We're waking up.